I'm Jennifer with Blacksmith 3D. Today I'm going to show you just the simple settings for getting set up with the Texture Transformer version 2. Once you've installed all the files, your Texture Transformer executable should also be in the same folder as where you have the folder underneath for Texture Transformer data. Under the data, you should have all of the packs that you have either come with the base or have been bought as an add-on pack. Today's example, we're going to do a V4 to Dawn transformation, so I wanted to make sure my pack here is in my data file. And it is, so we're ready to go. I'm going to launch my Texture Transformer executable. And in the settings, it's very important what you have here. I'm going to delete them for just a second so that I can set them back up and kind of explain here that under my computer information, I have my Daz content, and you want to have your top level stuff here. If you're using Daz, wherever's your top level for having the folders like people and props and the runtime and the scenes. The runtime for Daz Studio is still used. It is used in Daz Studio mostly for the textures, and this is where you'll find a bunch of them here. But it can also be used as some of the legacy type poser files also if you have it in there for Daz Studio to find. So here again, just make sure that when you select your folder, it's at the very top level where your file for Daz Studio content like people and props is going to be. The next one I want to add is my poser folder, because that's where I keep all my poser content and a lot of my original figures for Victoria and Michael and Dawn. They're all going to be in here. So even though I have other things like my poser content or a general some of the Daz Studio files repeated in here, those are just needing to be cleaned up, but they can still function. But I want to make sure that this file folder that I select is the one that has my runtime underneath it, but not the runtime folder itself. So I go to that main top level and select that folder, and then this is my content folders that I'm going to be using the most, and it's very important to try and make sure those are your top level. When you're done with your settings, close that and you can move on to the next area.